You have some breaking news that is just into us here. Russia is investigating the head of a powerful mercenary organization, the Wagner Group, after the leader of that group vowed to retaliate for what he says was the Kremlin's killing of thousands of his troops. Moscow, for its part, says they consider the comments part of an armed mutiny or a coup, and they say they are now opening an inquiry into the group. Wagner Group has sent thousands of its troops into Ukraine, basically acting as a second army for Russia. But disagreements between the Kremlin and Wagner's leaders have escalated in recent months. NBC's Raf Sanchez is covering this for us from Kyiv. So, Raf, break this down for us. What is the latest?
Ryan, this is a fast-moving and confusing situation that is playing out in the middle of the night in Russia. It is 1:45 a.m. here in Kyiv. It's 1:45 in Moscow. This is what we know at this hour. As you said, for months, there have been growing tensions between the Wagner mercenary group and the Russian military. But in the last couple of hours, those tensions have spilled over into an all-new level. And in just the last hour or so, a senior Russian general has appeared on Russian state television and is accusing the leader of the Wagner group, Evgeny Prigozhin, of mounting a military coup against the Russian government. Now, we should say, at this moment, there is no indication that a coup is underway. We are not seeing reports of fighting in the streets of Moscow or cities like this. But the Kremlin is taking no chances here. The FSB, Russia's domestic security agency, has opened what they say is a criminal investigation into Prigozhin, the Wagner leader. They are accusing him of mounting an armed rebellion against the government. And these Russian generals are appealing on live television for these Wagner soldiers to stay loyal to Vladimir Putin, not to act against the state. So this is very murky. It is very hard to understand what exactly is going on. But the schism between the Wagner group and the Russian military has opened into a chasm that is threatening to tear Russia apart right now. We are closely monitoring to see what else happens. President Putin's spokesman has put out a one-line statement. It says, President Putin has been informed of all the events around Prigozhin. Necessary measures are being taken. And there are reports from Russia now that the Russian state media is preparing an emergency broadcast to bring citizens of that country up to speed, at least on what the Kremlin wants them to know. Ryan.
Raf, I know